The Shield faces off against Kane and the New Age Outlaws in pretty much a glorified squash match. It lasted maybe, 3-4 minutes or so? Couldn't have been that much more than that. And I don't remember anything that Kane or the New Age Outlaws did that was in any kind of an offense to this. They just got their asses kicked. Kane got one block of a Superman punch in there while Rollins was flying around like an idiot. And they did a bunch of suicide dives that they got their asses kicked in. The double spear was awesome. The triple power bomb, or double triple power bomb. How would you really classify that? I don't know.
The dribble power bomb.
The dribble power bomb. There you go. That looked pretty sweet, and unfortunately it injured Billy Gunn, but hey, it looked cool, so I guess it's worth it. I was disappointed. I wanted this to be a better match, an actual match instead of just a squash. But it was still kind of cool. I'm glad that the Shield looked really good here, because they are the ones that really should have gotten the win. And if you're going to have any kind of a squash match, you might as well go with one of the things that looked like it was a guarantee. Because it would have really sucked if you had any kind of a squash for any of the other matches on this card. Except for maybe the Divas match. But, if we would have had a squash for Daniel Bryan versus Triple H, it would have seemed odd. If there would have been a squash for The Undertaker, well, there kind of was. It wouldn't have fit any of the other ones. So if they're going to put one on there, this is the best match for it. Way go.
Unfortunately, the Silverdome's time was took up by Hulk Hogan, The Rock, and Austin. So, yeah, the Shield got shortchanged, and they did well with what they had to work with. I mean, you give them 4 minutes. Hey, they made it a hell of an entertaining 4 minutes, so hats off to them. I wish they had more time. It's a shame that out of all the acts that got cut short, it was the fucking Shield, and the Divas were given as much time as they were. They're probably 3 of the most entertaining wrestlers on the roster, so it's definitely an injustice, but looks like they're going to rectify that now on Raw.
Pian?
It's a shame that the Shield got stuck with, crummy 6-man matches 2 years in a row, and they couldn't have got something more meaningful, like a match against the Wyatt family or something. I was stepping outside to get some air as these people were making their entrances, and I came in just in time as the match was starting, but then I went to run to the bathroom or grab some food or something, and by the time I came back, the match was done. So I didn't see anything. I didn't see the entrances, I didn't see the match, I didn't see Jack. This all just happened so fast.
And it's gone.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what I thought when it was finished. I think that's a true injustice indeed. The Shield deserves better. I'm not going to say neither the Kane or the Outlaws deserve better. They've had their WrestleMania moments, but the Shield, they got screwed out of a good match last year, and now even more so this year.
To be fair, maybe you're just keeping up the WrestleMania tradition. Last year you had cake because it was around your birthday. This year you had cake. Last year you went to get food and missed matches. This year you went to get food and missed match.
That's true.
Interesting note about the Outlaws. Throughout the whole time teaming together, this is only their second match at Mania that they've teamed together on.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The only other one was the one with Mankind and Cactus Jack? Or Cactus Jack?
yeah, he teamed with himself that year.
Hey, but he didn't happen to pull that off in the Royal Rumble. He might have been able to do it at WrestleMania.
Hey, I'd pay to see that.
I could have sworn that they had some other kind of match. That's really weird. Huh.
Not from my recollection or knowledge, but hey, if anyone wants to correct us, leave a comment in below.
If anybody wants to tell Wego if that's wrong or not, and ask him what the answer for this answer was.
Yeah, let me know about Wendy Richter. Is that bitch right or not? I don't fucking know. I think I told Peyton the answer. I was hoping he'd remind me.
Drew, Shield, New Age Outlaws, Kane, what do you think?
A glorified squash match, and I was really surprised that this was over in a blink of an eye. I was eating pizza during this whole time. It was good for what it was. I'm not going to complain about anything, and yeah, it was just a good buffer cooldown period between matches.
So since there's not too much content to talk about in this segment, I figured we would just throw out another thing that happened at WrestleMania and put it into here. The opening with Hulk Hogan, The Rock, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. I thought that this was another thing that was a great way to start off a pay-per-view. And if you were to say to somebody that it started off with a promo, typically the response could be just, oh my god, another fucking promo. It's WrestleMania. You shouldn't have promos at this point. But that was pretty cool.
Yeah, this was something special going into it. And like as soon as you heard Stone Cold, like, okay, this is gonna get really good really quick. So, at first I thought it was just like but then it got really good. So I was like, okay, I'm fine with it.
I didn't expect Austin to come out at all, or The Rock for that matter.
No, I heard The Rock was in New Orleans, so I figured he'd make some type of appearance. So I'm not so surprised about him, but I was more surprised about Stone Cold.
I figured if anything, they were going to throw people on backstage stuff, kind of like what they did with the little thing with the action figures and Sergeant Slaughter and all that.
Yeah.
I figured The Rock would pop up, say what smell The Rock's cooking, and then that would basically be just his little 2 minutes that he had in a backstage segment while they're in the middle of setting up the ring for somebody else or whatever. But I really didn't think that we would end up seeing all three of these guys in the ring together. And I was kind of thinking at the time, if they're going to throw a fourth person in there, who the fuck would it be?
Ultimate Warrior.
Bruno.
Yeah, maybe Bruno. Yeah, that could have worked. Although he wouldn't have gotten anywhere near as much of a response, I think.
And Bruno! Yeah. Woo.
It's like Hulk Hogan, yay, it's cool Hogan's here, Austin's here. What the fuck, Austin's here? Oh my god, The Rock's here. Hey, Bruno's here, cool. Golf clap. Hey, nice job. So I really liked that a lot. That was actually one of my favorite parts of the whole pay-per-view. But what did you guys think about that? Go around the horn again. Lego?
First I was like, then I was like, and then I was like, awesome.
Peyton?
I thought the whole thing was awesome from beginning to end. At first, actually, when Hogan came out, it was kind of like, oh gosh, it's going to be like when The Rock came out at 27 and just spoke for a half an hour, and it kind of just started the whole show off on a cruddy tone. No, Hogan actually was very captivating from the start. His little flub of calling it the Silver Dome was really, really funny, and how they kept playing that throughout the rest of the promo was great. The crowd, they gave him the boos at first, but they forgave him quickly because he's Hulk freaking Hogan. How can you stay mad at him? Then being followed up with Austin, The Rock coming out there, having those three legends in the ring was certainly an excellent WrestleMania moment. Having them do the cheers with the beers and chugging them all down, fantastic. I gotta say, Austin looked fantastic. He was moving around like he was freaking 25 years old. What?
He did look pretty good. I mean, you can usually tell when somebody's been working out and staying in shape and all that. And a lot of times when these people stop wrestling, they do look better. But he looked like he was kind of gearing up for something.
He definitely looked like he was in one of the best shapes he's been in like, I don't know, 10, 15 years. And not to take anything away from The Rock. I mean, he's in freaking Hercules shape right now. So, The Rock was ripped.
CM Punk.
Shut up, Drew. But he's probably just training for the Broken Skull Ranch. I mean, that's what the fucking t-shirt he was wearing, I was
probably.
pretty sure.
That's true.
He's just been doing that DDP yoga.
Yeah.
Was it a whole commercial for DDP yoga? Drew, anything else you want to throw out about this promo?
No, like I already said, it was a fantastic way to start the show. Couldn't probably think of anything better.
Alrighty, next part is going to be the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.